Well, there it is. Cinderella's Castle. My last look at night, at least on this trip. It's the Sometimes Vlog. It's a vlog that happens sometimes, and sometimes you just gotta soak it all in. And that is one of these. This is one of that. That's now. This time is now. Look at this. Cinderella's Castle, so beautiful. It's so mighty. It's so powerful. We talked about it a lot the other night. I can't get enough of looking at it. You know what's weird is when I first show up at Walt Disney World, every time this castle looks way too big and way too meaty and girthy and powerful and mighty and strong and cobra power punch you in the face with its awesomeness and its hugeness. But by the time I leave, 4 or 5 days later, in this case, I don't know, 7 or 8 days later, or one time it was 2 weeks later, it always grows on me. Not that it wasn't big enough to begin with, but it always grows on me more and more and more, till by the time I'm ready to leave, I'm just looking at it with sadness, thinking, I don't want to go. I never want to leave you, castle. But I know that I have my own beautiful, if not a little bit smaller, castle to come home to. I always love to come home to my beautiful, tiny little castle and enjoy it. I love Disneyland. It's my home. It has my heart. That castle there, Sleeping Beauty Castle, will always be my castle, just like it was always Walt's castle, which is a cool bonus. But I love looking at this. Now, when I first started coming to Magic Kingdom, I didn't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't like it. I found it stressful to be here because I would try to make the two things one in my head. Everywhere I walked around, I would try to compare it to Disneyland. I'd try to compare the Partners View and the entrance to Tomorrowland over there and say there's no entrance to Frontierland here. And what's this Liberty Square? And everything was sort of in the right place, but not quite in the right place. And it would just drive me absolutely crazy that I couldn't make the two mesh into one. Now, like many other people from California, from Southern California, who grew up with Disneyland, I too always wanted to like kind of hate on the Magic Kingdom, like whatever, Florida's not so great, we have the original, we have the real Disneyland out here, we got more attractions and blah 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 blah. And I know there's a lot of people on the East Coast who are like, whatever man, we have 4 parks, we have this massive thing. And then all these different people, all these people combined, now that I go to both, are constantly asking me, which one's better, Disneyland, Disney World, Disneyland, Disney World, Disneyland, Disney World. They're two completely different things. First of all, Disney World's 4 parks, almost, I think 20 hotels, or pretty close to 20 hotels. There's all these resorts and crazy stuff here. It's incomparable. Disneyland, the Disneyland Resort even, it's just 2 parks, 3 hotels now. It's not the same thing at all. This is a crazier destination for families. You can come here for a lot longer. You can spend a lot more money. You can do a lot more things. What you're really trying to ask is Disneyland versus Magic Kingdom theme park here. And really, I don't think, the more I come here, the more I've stopped trying to make the two into one thing, and the more that I've appreciated each thing individually as its own thing. Now, I did a video called Main Street versus Main Street on my main channel, youtube.com/livefastdiepoor, where I talked not too much about the castle, but I talked a lot about Main Street USA in Anaheim versus the next Main Street USA here at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. I never really got to the end of the street in that video, so I didn't talk, but it just wasn't time. It was like a 20-minute video just going up and down the road. I never got to talk about the ice cream parlor here, Edie's Ice Cream Parlor, or Eddie's, E-D-Y-S. I think it's Edie's. Ice cream parlor on the end. The Plaza Restaurant. Instead of a Plaza Restaurant on the hub here, they have a Plaza Restaurant just sort of set back in the corner on Main Street over here. And then across from that, over yonder this way, they have Casey's Corner instead of the Coke Corner that they have at Disneyland. Very, very similar, but a little different because it's themed around good old Casey at the back. Not this guy. I don't think this is Casey. Well, you look alike. You guys look a lot alike. You're wearing the same outfit there. I like those pants. What do you call those? Knickers? We got knickers going on there. I need some pants like that. Here's Casey right here. This is his corner. They got chili cheese dogs, barbecue. It's a lot like Coke Corner in Anaheim. Pretty much the same thing. But the two are very, very different. And one of the major differences, which I got in the video, but I didn't really delve into as much as I should have, is what lies at the very foot of Main Street. And that is where I am going now. But first, my last nighttime stroll down the road. So we're gonna get back to Main Street in a second. Now about me. I'm headed home to Anaheim tomorrow. Going to be on a plane back to Los Angeles. Maybe by the time you see this, I might actually be on the plane by the time you're seeing this. Headed back to my home, Anaheim, California, where I grew up, right next to Disneyland. For those of you who are just jumping on board, you don't know me. My grandparents grew up one way across the street from Disneyland. My other grandparents were the other way. And I grew up just within sight of it my entire life. I went to Walt Disney Elementary School in Anaheim. I've been an annual pass holder there for a long, long, long time. So Disneyland is really my home. I've only recently started coming to Walt Disney World and coming to Magic Kingdom, and I may be able to do some YouTube videos about differences between the two and some of the cool history and stuff here. And so this is my vlog channel, unedited videos, usually just about what's going on in my day. And then the other channel, youtube.com/livefastlivepoor, has all these random land series of videos which are edited, do a little history, a little bit of stuff. This guy was trying to do a dance, but he missed it. He missed the frame. This right here is John Burley. My friend Adam named him here. The Main Street Indian at Disneyland had no name. People kept calling him Chief Seagar or Chief Stansalot, lots of different chief names. Very, very stereotyping, rude. So we started calling him Jim Burley because that's his name. And this here is his brother, John Burley. Lots of Burleys in the Burley family. I don't know if they're brothers or not. They could be clones. I love saying goodbye to John Burley and I love taking a walk, but I am in a hurry. I'm in a hurry because the park is closing soon and I have a deadline to keep and somebody very important to meet. The entire time I've been here at Disney World, this whole year I've been coming back and forth. This will be my 8th flight back across the country this year, not counting when I went to Paris. My 8th flight back and forth across the country, visiting Walt Disney World this year. I did that whole video on Main Street versus Main Street, and I talked about how at Disneyland, look at that castle, we have the Main Street Opera House, and inside we have the show Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. For you Disney World people, it's like the Hall of Presidents, only with only one president, Mr. Lincoln, and he gives a speech, and it's wonderful, and it's great about how no one's going to invade America unless we destroy ourselves, and we should love freedom, and it's really inspiring. It makes me cry a lot. There's my last look here for nighttime. My last nighttime look. And that's right over here. Now here at Walt Disney World, we have Town Square Theater. Instead of Main Street Opera House, here in Town Square where the flagpole is, right across from City Hall and the fire station, they have the Town Square Theater. And rather than have Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln inside, what they have in here is a meet and greet. Well, besides this restaurant, which I covered in the video, Main Street versus Main Street, they have a meet and greet in here where you can meet Tinkerbell or you can meet the Master Magician, Mickey Mouse. And unlike a normal character photo op where you go and you meet Mickey and he kind of smiles at you and hugs you and very politely says nothing, in this magical meet and greet, when you meet Mickey Mouse, he actually talks back. And while they start up the Main Street Electrical Parade, which I covered in a vlog a few vlogs back, I need to go inside and meet the master himself, Mickey Mouse. Now there's a long line, so for once I actually am going to do a little editing and cut ahead. But I think it's about time. You know what's weird? I got a fast pass for doing this on my Magic Band. I don't think I'm going to need the fast pass because the wait time looks like precisely nothing. Robert, is Mickey in here today?
Yes, he is. Straight ahead.
Mickey, I'm so excited.
There you are.
It's
Come
Mickey. Mickey. I've been looking for you
pal.
all week. I am very excited to see you. Look, I brought my Disneyland shirt.
Dog.
I'm from Disneyland. I came all the way to Florida to see you here. I've been looking for you all week.
Thanks.
I'm so
That
excited.
really means a lot to me.
I'm glad.
Are
It's
you
me
having a
and
good
Mickey.
time so far?
I am, and I'm just excited to
Aw,
get this fun
I'm glad
pick.
to hear it.
Oh.
So, what are you gonna do after this?
After this, Pirates, and then I have to fly home back to Disneyland.
Arr, you're gonna set sail with pirates, are you?
Yes.
Well, keep a weather eye out for Jack Sparrow.
Oh.
I mean, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh yeah, good one.
Don't
I like
tell him I
that.
forgot the captain part.
I
okay?
won't. I won't. Okay. Are we gonna get a fun one, Mickey? We're gonna get a fun
Great
pick?
idea.
Okay. I'm excited. No, this is fine if we can just do it this way. I don't mind this being in there either. Okay, I'm ready, Mickey.
Cheese.
Thank you. I love that, Mickey. You're my hero. I love you so much.
Gosh, it was good to see you.
Oh, you too, Mickey. I'm so excited that we finally spoken after all this time. Oh yeah, we need to do the Magic Band. There we go.
Thank you, sir.
I love the Magic Band, by the
Good
way.
night.
Thank you, Mickey. Goodbye, everybody.
Have a great day now.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna have an extra great day now with Mickey. Bye, Mickey. That is the most bestest, coolest thing. My heart being full of emotion. That was Mickey Mouse right there. That was this guy, the big cheese. Mickey. That was the coolest thing ever, 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 ever. All right, now I feel like I did it. I met Mickey. What else could I possibly have to do left at Walt Disney World? I think I've finished, right? I don't know. That's crazy. My mind is still going 100 miles an hour. Mickey Mouse. Uh-oh. The fireworks. Of course, I walk out from meeting Mickey Mouse here at Town Square Theater, and it's the fireworks. Here we go. You know, there was a lot of bad weather on this trip, a lot of frustrating situations, but all in all, I gotta say, even when I'm frustrated, I'm tired, I'm a little sick and hoarse, Disney is always super magical, whether West Coast or East Coast. The number one thing people ask me all the time is, what's better, Disneyland or Disney World? And Disney World people are always getting touchy, like, ours is bigger and better. Disneyland people are always getting small man syndrome, like, ours is good too, just, we at Walt, both are magical. Seriously, anywhere where there's Disney, it's pretty amazing. Like, all cast members in all Disney parks I've ever been to really do their best to make every memory amazing. And I can't believe it, I just met Mickey Mouse right there. So cool. Anyway, I think that's about it for me at Walt Disney World, at least at night, Magic Kingdom tonight. I go back to my hotel. Get a little shut-eye. Pack up my belongings and then head back to Disneyland. Make sure to subscribe. You guys know where to find me down below in the links. Live Fast Live Poor on Instagram and Snapchat. Justin Scott on Twitter. And I'll see you guys later, all right? Good night.
See what little Richie can do?